Watching bird courtship and nesting behavior is one of the most rewarding times for bird lovers, and today I wanted to share 4 of the cavity nesters that I'm watching in my backyard this year. I spotted this male red-bellied woodpecker excavating a hole the first week of February. With the red-bellied woodpeckers, the male is responsible for doing the excavation work, unlike the pileated woodpecker where both sexes work on the hole. When I first noticed him, the hole was about an inch deep, and 8 weeks later, he had completed it. It was so much fun watching him with sawdust flying everywhere. I watched him on the coldest of days and the windiest of days, and he was persistent. And then one day I looked out and he was actually inside the hole. Once completed, the female will inspect the hole and the surroundings, and she's the one that will make the final decision on whether this is where the nest site will be. Red-bellied woodpeckers are not monogamous, and they form new pairs each year. Last year I found a nest, and I watched both parents feeding the birds, and I was able to watch the babies fledge. And so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this is the site she selects this year. Both the tufted titmouse and the white-breasted nuthatch will use natural cavities in trees or old woodpecker holes that have been abandoned. Unlike the red-bellied woodpecker, these two birds don't do excavation work. Both males and females will clean the hole and remove any unwanted debris, but the female will be the one to line the nest with her preferred nesting materials. Both of these birds will form lifelong bonds. I was fortunate enough to witness the wing quivering of the tufted titmouse. This occurs when the bird is ready to mate. It can also occur if the bird feels a threat in the area. A nuthatch couple and a titmouse couple were looking at this cavity in a maple tree in my front yard. The nuthatches ended up in a cavity in an oak tree in my backyard, and the titmouse couple are in this cavity in the front yard. The females of both of these birds do all of the incubation work, and they rarely leave the nest. For both of these birds, the males and the females look virtually identical, with only some slight variation in size. I'm assuming this is the female titmouse because she looks around to see if her mate's bringing her some food, but she rarely ever leaves the nest. She's been on the nest since mid-April, and with a little luck, I'll be able to soon film the fledglings. Chickadees will actually excavate their own cavity or use a nest box. Both the male and the female chickadees will do the excavation work, and it takes about 2 weeks. This pair ultimately decided on a new house that I'd put up this spring. Just like with the white-breasted nuthatch and the titmouse, both sexes will remove any debris from the nest site, but the female will be the one that will make the nest. The male will support her during the nest building by bringing her food. Chickadees also form lifelong bonds. Watching the courtship and mating rituals of these birds is one of the true highlights of spring. We hope you enjoyed watching some of the highlights I was able to capture for these 4 cavity nesters this spring.